Your brain may be aging faster than you think, and small daily habits are largely responsible for this. As you read this text, thousands of brain connections are being affected by seemingly harmless decisions. Irregular sleep, that sweet treat after lunch, or even a lack of exercise could be silently accelerating your brain's aging process. But don't worry. Recent discoveries show that it is possible to reverse this process with simple changes in your routine. In this video, you will not only discover which habits are harming your brain, but also learn practical and effective strategies to keep your mind young and sharp for much longer. The impact of our daily lives on our brains is much deeper than we realize. Our current lifestyle, filled with stress, hustle, and inappropriate habits, has devastating consequences for our cognitive health. Every daily choice, from what we eat to how we sleep, leaves invisible marks on our mental capabilities. Imagine your brain as a sophisticated computer. Just like any machine, it needs proper maintenance. When we submit our most precious organ to inadequate conditions, we begin to wear it down prematurely. The exhausting work routine, unbalanced diet, sedentary lifestyle, and constant stress function as real viruses that compromise our cognitive performance. Neuroscience experts have shown that our brains possess an incredible capacity for adaptation, called neuroplasticity. This feature allows us to create new neural connections and maintain an agile mind, regardless of age. However, to take advantage of this potential, we need to create favorable internal and external environments. The modern world bombards us with stimuli that drain our mental energy. Electronic devices, social media, excessive work, and a diet based on processed foods contribute to the premature aging of brain cells. Every decision we make has a direct impact on the quality of our cognitive functions. Scientists reveal that our brains age much earlier than would be natural. Studies have shown that people under 40 already exhibit signs of cognitive decline due to inappropriate habits. The good news is that we can reverse this situation with strategic and conscious changes. The journey to preserve brain health begins with understanding that we are the protagonists in this process. It's not just about avoiding problems, it's about enhancing our mental capacity. We need to see our brain as an ally that deserves continuous care and attention. Our bodies function like an integrated system, where every choice directly impacts our mental health. Understanding this connection is the first step toward transforming our quality of life. We are talking about a personal revolution, where each small decision can mean years of clarity and well-being. The transformation is in our hands. We just need to want it and commit to smarter and more conscious choices. Our brains will thank us for every move toward a healthier lifestyle. Cognitive aging represents a natural and complex process related to the changes that occur in our nervous system over time. Contrary to what many believe, it does not simply mean a linear deterioration of mental functions, but rather a dynamic phenomenon influenced by multiple factors. Our brain structure has an extraordinary capacity for adaptation, scientifically known as neuroplasticity. This trait allows our brain to continue creating new neural connections, reorganizing networks, and maintaining its learning ability regardless of chronological age. The mechanisms of cognitive aging involve gradual changes in neural structures. Some natural processes include reductions in brain volume, decreased speed of information processing, and modifications in neurotransmitters. However, these transformations are neither deterministic nor irreversible. Contemporary research demonstrates that external factors play a fundamental role in this process. A balanced diet, regular physical exercise, constant mental stimulation, and quality sleep are essential variables for preserving cognitive functions. The human brain functions like a complex muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. Activities that promote neural connections, such as learning new languages, solving mathematical challenges, practicing musical instruments, or engaging in activities that require concentration, can significantly slow cognitive decline. Understanding cognitive aging means recognizing our capacity for intervention. We are not passive spectators in this process. We are active protagonists who can directly influence our mental health through conscious choices. Genetics, environment, lifestyle, and personal habits constantly interact in this complex dynamic. Every daily decision, from food to stress management, contributes to building a healthier, more resilient brain. Modern neuroscience proves that we can create effective strategies to preserve our mental capacity. The key lies in understanding scientific knowledge and implementing practices that nurture our most precious organ, the brain. Our potential for cognitive preservation is much greater than traditionally believed. With information, care, and commitment, we can navigate a path of mental longevity, maintaining our curiosity, creativity, and learning ability throughout life. Identifying harmful habits for the brain means uncovering a series of daily choices that go unnoticed, but have devastating effects on our mental health. Lack of sleep stands out as one of the primary villains in this process of premature brain aging. When we talk about inadequate sleep, we are referring not only to the number of hours we sleep, but also to the quality of our rest. Sleeping less than 6 hours a night or experiencing fragmented sleep triggers a cascade of neurological consequences. Neurotransmitters become imbalanced, memory is impaired, and our ability to concentrate quickly plummets. Excessive sugar consumption is another extremely harmful element for our brain health. Ultra-processed foods, rich in refined sugars, provoke silent inflammation that compromises neural connections. Imagine your brain as a delicate network that is being eroded by these harmful substances. The absence of physical activity also deserves mention on this list of destructive habits. Our brain needs movement, stimuli that promote blood circulation, and neurotransmitter release. Sedentary behavior does not just mean a lack of exercise. It signifies a mental stagnation that accelerates cognitive aging. Chronic stress emerges as another devastating factor. The constant production of cortisol wears down brain structures, compromising our processing capacity and memory. People exposed to continuously stressful environments tend to develop cognitive problems more quickly. Alcohol consumption and toxic substances also directly impact our brain. Each dose ingested damages thousands of neurons, creating a cycle of progressive neural degradation. The neurotoxicity of these substances compromises essential functions such as memory, reasoning, and motor coordination. Social isolation is another harmful element often overlooked. Human brains are social structures that need interactions to remain healthy and active. The absence of relational stimuli can lead to accelerated cognitive decline. Each of these habits acts like a silent virus, gradually compromising our mental health in an imperceptible manner. The good news? All of them can be modified through conscious choices and personal commitment to self-care. Reversing brain aging does not have to be a complex or daunting task. In fact, we can transform our mental health with simple, smart strategies that fit perfectly into our busy routines. The key is understanding that every small action counts and can make a significant difference. Establishing a consistent sleep routine is the first fundamental step. Reserving between 7 and 8 hours of rest means not only quantity, but also quality. Prepare your environment for moments of relaxation. Dim the lights. Avoid electronic devices before sleeping, and create rituals that signal to your body that it's time to rest. Nutrition emerges as a powerful ally in brain preservation. Replace processed foods with options rich in nutrients that nurture the brain. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, and omega-3 rich fish are true fuels for our brain cells. Imagine every meal as an opportunity to strengthen your mental health. Physical activity doesn't necessarily mean going to the gym or following intense workouts. A daily 30-minute walk, dancing, yoga, or even gardening can provide incredible benefits. The secret is to keep moving, stimulating blood circulation, and releasing neurotransmitters that promote well-being. Mental exercises are equally important. Reading, reasoning games, learning a new language or skill can create new neural connections. Your brain is like a muscle that needs to be constantly challenged and stimulated to remain agile and healthy. Practicing stress management techniques also deserves emphasis. Meditation, conscious breathing, and moments of pause throughout the day can significantly reduce cortisol levels, a hormone associated with brain wear. Cultivating moments of tranquility is not a luxury but a necessity for a balanced mental life. Proper hydration and water consumption are another crucial element. Our brain depends on hydration to function efficiently. Set daily water intake goals, using apps or reminders to help you in this process. Social connection also directly impacts our mental health. Maintaining meaningful relationships, conversing, sharing experiences, and staying socially active stimulate cognitive functions and prevent isolation. Overcoming the challenges of change requires courage, persistence, and intelligent strategies. We know that altering ingrained habits is not a simple task, especially when our routine seems like a whirlwind of commitments and responsibilities. The lack of time always surfaces as an excuse, and a quite legitimate one, I must say. But what if we turn this apparent barrier into an opportunity? Small adjustments can make a massive difference. Imagine preparing healthy meals on Sunday, ensuring a whole week of balanced nutrition, or waking up just 15 minutes earlier to do a series of stretches that will wake up your body and brain. The key is flexibility and creativity. There is no single model for change, but multiple possibilities that adapt to your lifestyle. If the gym isn't working for you, how about dancing at home? If running doesn't attract you, try a walk in the park or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. It's important to understand that resistance is a natural part of the process. Our brains love comfort zones and will initially protest against any changes. But persistence is the secret. Every small gesture counts, and each conscious choice brings you closer to the goal of preserving your mental health. Set realistic and compassionate goals for yourself. Don't seek radical transformations overnight, but gradual and sustainable changes. One step at a time without judgment. If you slip up, just start again. The journey of health is not linear. It is a curve full of lessons. Technology can be a great ally in this transformation. Meditation apps, sleep trackers, hydration reminders, tools that can help with monitoring and motivation. Use these technologies, which are literally at your fingertips, to your advantage. Share your journey. Talk to friends, family, and seek communities that encourage healthy habits. Social support multiplies your chances of success. When we create a favorable environment, changes flow more naturally. Remember, you are investing in your most valuable asset, your brain. Every choice is an act of self-love, and every healthy habit is a declaration that your mental health matters deeply. Common mistakes represent true traps that can undermine our efforts to preserve brain health. One of the most frequent misconceptions is the expectation of immediate results. Many people give up during the first few weeks because they do not notice instant transformations. It is essential to understand that mental health is a gradual journey, not a sprint. Skipping meals is another critical mistake that directly impacts brain functioning. Our brain needs constant nutrition to maintain its cognitive functions. When we eliminate mealtime moments, we create metabolic imbalances that harm our concentration and memory. Disguised sedentarism also deserves attention. Many believe that household chores or small movements replace structured physical activity. In reality, our brain requires intentional movements that stimulate blood circulation and neurotransmitter release. Neglecting sleep emerges as another recurring problem. People frequently substitute adequate rest for extra hours of work or digital entertainment. This choice compromises fundamental processes of memory recovery and consolidation. The lack of stress management represents a silent trap. Many normalize high levels of tension, ignoring the devastating impacts of chronic cortisol on our neural structure. We need to develop conscious relaxation strategies. Another dangerous pitfall involves the absence of mental challenges. Brains that remain inert, without learning stimuli, tend to lose neural connections rapidly. It is crucial to remain curious, constantly learning new skills. Social isolation also deserves emphasis. Many people, especially after a certain age, reduce meaningful interactions. This decision can accelerate cognitive declines, as human connections are essential for maintaining mental health. To avoid these traps, the key lies in awareness, planning, and adaptability. Each person needs to understand their individuality, creating personalized strategies that align with their reality and possibilities. The journey of brain care does not demand perfection, but rather consistent commitment. Small daily adjustments made with care and intelligence can completely transform our mental health. The brain transformation processes are unique and personal. Each individual carries a particular neurological history, which means there is no universal recipe for preserving mental health. Personalizing care emerges as a fundamental strategy for effective results. Respecting your own limits and preferences represents the first step in this journey. If you hate running, you don't have to force yourself into activities that demotivate you. There are countless alternatives to stay active. Dancing, swimming, practicing yoga, or simply walking can provide similar benefits. The key is discovering activities that genuinely please you. When exercising becomes an enjoyable moment, adherence becomes natural and sustainable. Try different modalities. Observe your reactions and feelings. Your body and brain will communicate which path satisfies them the most. Nutrition also requires a personalized approach. Not everyone responds the same way to foods. Some people tolerate vegetarian diets better, while others need animal proteins. Understanding your metabolic constitution and seeking nutritional guidance can assist on this individual journey. Stress management techniques also vary among individuals. Meditation works for some, while others find peace in creative activities like painting or music. The important thing is to find strategies that truly connect with your essence. Sleep also needs to be understood from an individual perspective. There are night owls and early birds, people who perform better during nighttime or morning hours. Respecting your natural circadian rhythm can significantly improve your sleep quality. Mental stimulation also requires a personalized approach. If math isn't your strong suit, seek challenges in other areas. Strategy games, languages, music. The fundamental thing is to remain mentally active through activities that genuinely interest you. The brain care journey is an adventure of self-discovery. Each person carries a unique story with specific potentialities and challenges. Respecting this individuality means creating a path to mental health that is truly transformative and significant. The time has come to consolidate our entire journey of discoveries about brain health. Our daily habits reveal themselves as powerful allies or terrible enemies of our mental capacity. Choosing to care for the brain means choosing quality of life, clarity, and well-being. We invite you to transform this knowledge into concrete action. Share your experiences, expose your challenges, and show how you plan to implement these strategies. Subscribe to continue receiving content that can revolutionize your mental health. Every small step counts on this journey of self-care and cognitive preservation.